light on? I can't even see where I'm going.
Yeah.
Is that mine flashing? Oh shit. Right. Isn't it ridiculous when I have to keep going back just to make sure that it's actually recording? Right then.
Right then.
Never done this before. We can't go live. Don't even know whether I'm in the shot. This is how it happens on Jamie Does Wild Bikepacking. We're going to do a Q&A. Should we do a Q&A?
Yeah.
Is my light on?
Yeah. Look at me.
I might turn that off.
No, it's off. Yeah, it's
yeah,
off.
it
It's
is
mine
now.
off. Yeah.
Right.
I'll turn mine off.
From the community, hear that? From the community page, we've got some questions here. If I can, I might even load it up in a minute. We might even have some more. Ooh. Exciting!
Ooh.
One minute, I should have got ready, shouldn't I? Lots of pictures of burgers here. One minute.
Look at him go through those burger pictures.
Yeah. In no particular order. Right then. So, question 1 from Dugout. These are all YouTube channels.
Yeah. I recognise.
So, Dugout. Thanks, Dugout, supporting the channel and leaving us a question. How do you get motivated to get up and out in the colder months?
I don't think it's about...
Right, question 2.
I don't think it's about motivation. I think we dared ourselves to do it and realised it wasn't as bad when we did it. And I have to say, doing it on your own is one thing, but having a buddy, having a bit of a banter...
Yeah. I think when you've got the right kit,
yeah,
it's not a hardship, is it?
No.
Decent bags, decent mats.
Without sounding douchey, we got quite good at it. So it became a bit natural, didn't it? So, yeah.
The light's a bit bright in my eyes. So really, we don't find it hard because we've got the gear to do it.
Yeah, exactly.
And because we just come out and have a laugh, then it's not like we're not torturing ourselves, are we?
Exactly, yeah.
We don't go out and say, oh, I'm going to go out today and not take my sleeping bag and build a shelter. We just do what we do. So good question, Doug.
Yeah. And that's the only bushcraft we've ever done on these channels.
Yeah.
The wall.
And what happened when we set it up the first time?
I made a comment about, oh Jamie, you're really into your bushcraft, and he literally kicked the crap out of it, and it decimated it, and he had to go like twig hunting again because we're so not into.
And it was a
bushcraft.
struggle to find some wood in the woods. Right, so I won't do that again. 1 minute, I've got to let my eyes adjust because looked in there, I can't read the next question.
Yeah, yes. Ooh.
I literally can't see the screen.
We need that. That's tilted towards me now. I can't see what's happening.
This is annoying because I can't see it because all I can see is a white dot.
Can you just turn that away from me? Because I'm like, Phil and Holly don't have this problem, do they?
No, they just jump to the front. Can you see? Can we see anything on there now? Right. I still can't see this. I'm tired with being a fair weather guy and need some inspiration. Well, this is still from Doug Out. Really, Doug, it's not as bad as you think going out in winter. It is dark. You just got to do it, and once you've done it,
I think I think I made a comment once, and that's once it's dark, and if you're chasing the light all the time, obviously that means your wild camp starts really early in the afternoon. It becomes a bit of a pain because you're looking at the clock all the time, looking at the sun going down, and you panic, and then you set up and you realise it's only 5 o'clock, and we've done that.
What you need to do really in winter is have some spots that you know, and then you can turn up at them, and you haven't got to find a new camp spot. Well, like we did today.
We did. I mean, we've been here before once, but I have to say this is probably the hardest one we've done because we didn't really know exactly what trees to tie to or anything like that. So
no,
yeah.
But yeah, so that's that. And then you think, did I press play? This is when we need that director from the pub.
Hiya.
Right, me again.
Yeah.
Bloody hell, is that going to woof up in a minute?
Yeah,
Because it's a bit smoky, isn't it?
Bear with me. I'm going to... use my bushcraft skills.
I might even
Crack it open.
have the next one while I'm at it. This is quite a strong one, so the answers could go downhill from here. I think when they're really strong, they should come out and they should almost look like tar, like a stout, but they don't, do they?
No.
Look.
It's just normal.
Yeah. Very potent. He'll get on about the ABV in a minute.
I've learned that mistake.
Shall we do next question?
Do it.
Right, this has come in from Ron McDowell. Hello Ron, thanks for watching.
How you doing?
Hey chaps, do you plan what you're going to get up to, or does it all just happen on the night? From Ron. We don't plan anything really, apart from where we're going, do we?
We don't plan the humour, that's just natural. But some of the stuff off camera is just like we're gutted that we haven't been filming, because like we're goofing, we're having like disasters and fun things like that. But I think the only planning we do,
and there's
really,
quite a lot.
Yeah.
We have to cut.
Yeah. But I think the only planning we do is, which we start literally on Monday, is like texting each other and WhatsApping each other, is locations, what we fancy, you know, what we're going to eat,
roughly
and
what
like that.
we're gonna, roughly what we're going to sleep in.
Yeah, yeah. You know, because sometimes you sort of you have an idea, and you sort of, and Jamie will sort of say, well, no, let's do this, and I say, oh, that's a good idea.
And it all depends on where we're going to camp, because if you're going to camp on, say, the beach, we'd probably do something different. If you're camping in the woods,
for sure, yeah,
wouldn't we? So we'd take a tent one place, but then a bivvy another place, wouldn't we? And the weather.
I packed my tent today because it was going to be like mild and blah blah blah, but then realised my bag is not absolutely massive because we decided to walk in rather than bike in, and I was like, I'm going to go to Hoot Bivvy, but like, now I'm thinking should have bought my tent, but that's our own fault, isn't it?
Well, there we are.
Yeah.
Thanks, Ron. Good question.
Nice.
Keep following the channel and making comments. He comments on nearly every video.
I know.
Good old Ron. Right. We've got a question here from someone called Freya. Well, I know someone called Freya.
I know someone called Freya, roughly. Yeah. Can I predict this? Can I predict this?
Go on then. I predict a riot.
When's this YouTube channel going to take off? Because it's failed.
No. Do you guys date? Seems like you have a connection. Well, I haven't got a connection. That's probably just the way I'm sitting.
I like her question.
Yeah. Well, do you want to answer that?
No. I'm not. All I'm going to say is electricity. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah. Well, I'm going to put the power back on and say I've got a wife sitting at home, and so has he.
Yeah, we have. Yeah.
So there's none of that old business going on. We'll leave that one there.
Can't believe she stumped us.
Oh, I've got more questions on this. Right. What else we got? Right. Well, actually, we've got some more from Dave's Wild Adventure. Did I say no? Sorry. Sorry.
What?
Stepped out. Are you hot? I'm going to tap my hat off.
It's the hot flush thing. I'm comfortable.
Right then. This comes in from Dave's Wild Adventures. Hello, Dave.
Hey.
Thank you for being a subscriber.
And a wild adventurer.
Yep, very good. He would like to know, how many beers can you carry? I don't know whether that's on the bike or just off bike.
I think off bike. Jesus.
Because you can carry shitloads when I do a Tesco.
like hauling.
On bike.
On bike.
Well, we've never got to the point where we can't carry enough, have we?
No, I like to bring 4. If I'm going to go an ale in, I'm like 4. But of late, I've been doing 1 ale, and I've been taking like Dead Man's Finger rum, which is
really. We either go with a strong ale or two,
Yeah.
don't we? Or probably maximum 4 cans of a, what do you call it, a session, don't we?
Yeah, but we do start. I'd say 98% of these wild camps we do start in the pub, and we had, well, I had 3 tonight. You had 2.
Yeah.
But
we need to get this.
I like
nail in that one.
Yeah. Nail it. So yeah, I mean, I don't know. I don't like to bring too much. We've had wild camps.
We have cut down, haven't we?
Yeah, we have had wild camps in the past with guests as well, where we have just gone blotto, and I've blanked out.
And we used to get up super early, didn't we? It is better now we lay in a bit, don't we?
Yeah. I'm an early riser anyway by nature. I tend to, because I get up at 4 o'clock in the morning for work, and that rolled into the wild camp, so I was waking up at 4 o'clock in the morning. And if you go to bed at midnight and you wake up, you're still pissed. So we stopped doing that, really.
Yeah, that wasn't a good time, and we did have a member of the group drop off through that, didn't we? Right then, next question, also from Dave's Wild Adventures. Have a look at his channels, very good. What is your favourite tarp configuration? Well, this is a bit of a funny one because I generally put the tarp up, but I don't have a favourite. Have you got a poster on your wall at home? What your favourites?
No,
no, I haven't. I wouldn't know what they're called.
I'll go as far as saying, only because I've learnt the ridge line. I think that's just the ridge line, and then just drop the back and but hopefully go somewhere where you know that you've got a couple of trees.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're not really bushcrafters, so we put a tarp up just to keep us warm while we sit about.
Yeah.
Because you find other people who wild camp, they probably set the tent up, and if it's cold, they sit in the tent, don't they?
Yeah.
Where we don't, we sit out.
Yeah.
Drinking and
just hooning about.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we sit under this, so we can sit out in the evening rather than sitting in our tents a considerable distance apart.
I think I think the configuration that we have is see which way the wind's blown and have something like covering our backs.
Yeah, but it's normally this ridge line with a with
today,
a tarp coming off.
Although the camera's pointing at you, but I'm sure that we can demonstrate it. I've got like a mini tarp, which is also a poncho, so if it rains, I've got something. But we use that just to use that as like a breaker. So it's almost like a lazy drop side, really.
Yeah. Right. Another question here from Dave's Wild Adventures. Where do you prefer camping? Woods, mountain, or etc.? We've never done an etc. camp, have we?
Well, no, I've never done a mountain camp.
No.
We always say that we're going to go to the peaks and like head out to the lakes, blah blah blah. But then when lockdown happened,
it's a bit full, isn't it?
Yeah, it's a bit like saying that you've done Mount Everest and you see those pictures of people just queuing up. And for me, we've got loads of woodlands around in the east, and it's really, really nice. So I love a woodlands camp because I like the wood.
Well, I love a woodland, but I think I really like camping next to water.
Yeah.
The beach is good, but in our Norfolk coastline, you're always so far from the water. But I really like when we do our riverbanks.
Those riverbanks are really nice.
I think that's one of my favourite. But then we do like the woods. It's just easy for us, isn't it?
The thing is with the riverbank ones in winter, is we can't really set up like a fire and lights and stuff like that because people are going to see that. The thing is with the woods, we're literally in a dip here. It's almost like a bowl where behind us it's actually quite high. So we're pretty much obscure apart from a bit of flickering light, really. So yeah. Horses for courses.
You got a horse for your second course. Right, now we've got a question, or a few questions by the look of it, coming from Storb Unlimited Bushcraft. Now he's a channel who we've got some close links to. Really good channel. Go over and have a look at that. I'll put a link below, but I'm not sure whether I know how to do that. So Storb Unlimited Bushcraft. If you want to know anything about toadstools, go and look at him.
Yeah.
Anyway, right, he's asked us some questions. after I asked him to. Poor old boy, minding his own business.
Prompted.
He obviously don't look at my community post. Anyway, right. Right then, Robert. Who'd win in a fight? Jason or Jamie? Right, let's try.
I have a background in martial arts and weightlifting, but I'm old. He's 9 years younger than me, so Jamie, hands down.
You did see the way I demolished that
thing
earlier, didn't you?
I lift weights and I'm fairly strong for my age, but you can't. I don't care how buff you think you are at 52.
Right, we'll go with that. Right, moving on. Right, favourite camp together and why? Well, odds. Shall I go first?
Yeah, go on.
Probably one of my favourite camps is when we rode Pedder's Way and out to the beach, and not really so much the camp, but just the whole 2 days, riding, stopping at pubs, sourcing food in supermarkets.
I mean, we did
foraging.
that. Yeah, we did. Like we recorded obviously one when we did the handstand. I can't remember what video that is now. But that was brilliant. But we did one 2 years before all the lockdown and before the COVID. It was a disaster from start to finish. But I can't think of anything more fun than that. So
well, I would have said the second one myself. The second beach one.
Yeah.
Which was a bit more favourable. It's a bloody cold night.
Yeah.
But
did
pubs,
eating,
Morris dancers.
So good. Yeah.
Waving to the crowd.
Waving to randos, yeah.
So, yeah, good question. That was for me, but you probably similar.
Yeah, I agree. And sometimes the sufferfest is like really, really enjoyable. You sort of do it, and while you're doing it, you question yourself why, and then when you get home, you think to yourself, what an adventure. You know, most people are just...
Right, and then one more from Storb Unlimited Bushcraft. Would you rather have nipples for fingers or fingers for nipples?
Hang on. Nipples for fingers or... what was the other one?
Nipples for fingers.
Yeah.
Or fingers for nipples.
Oh my god. That is... honestly, I don't think I've ever been...
Nipples for fingers. Does that mean you'd have really sensitive fingers? But then your fingers are sensitive anyway.
Mine are, yeah. All I can say...
Or fingers for nipples.
Well done,
Did you
Rob.
have both?
Well done, Rob, for actually making me shut the fuck up for 5 minutes because I can't answer that.
If you had fingers for nipples, what would you do with them?
Oh, when I eat KFC, I lick my fingers, so I'd be licking my nipples. Oh my god, that sounded so bad.
Okay. Right, should we go on to the next question?
Yeah, thanks for that.
Yep.
Ish.
Thank you, Rob. That was very thought-provoking. We will have a wrestle later.
Just give that a blow, he says. There you go. Boom.
I don't know whether that was the breath, my bad breath, or... Right, we've got a question in here from Welsh Bikepacking Misadventures.
Ooh.
Has he changed his name of his channel?
Yeah, because it used to be...
Welsh Bikepacking Adventures, didn't it?
Unless it's always been... That's a question for you, young man.
Right. I'm just going to make sure we're still...
Young man.
Fingers. Fingers for nipples. Fingers. I like my fingers. I like fingers. They're handy. So you have to...
I'm still not sure. I don't know whether I understand the question. Right, Welsh Bikepacking Misadventures. Now this is Mark, and from his accent, I think he's Welsh. Now, he's a big time subscriber, always comments. Thank you, Mark. What's the most sensible thing you've ever heard someone say? Can I answer this?
Yeah, because I'm trying to think.
Someone said to me the most stupid thing I've heard anyone say. They said, "What about do a camp without any ale?" Can you remember what I said?
Yeah, I said that maybe we should do one without ale, and he swore at me.
As for a sensible thing, God, these don't taste overly strong.
You be careful, young man. The most sensible thing someone has ever said...
I didn't offer you any.
No. The most sensible thing someone's ever said to me... Oh, my God. It'd be along the lines of, like, cherish every moment. It's like, you know, just don't wish ahead.
I don't think I can remember anything memorable. I know people have said to me, like, when I'm younger, like, how fast time goes when you're older and what have you. Because now it's like you think, God, it don't seem long since the year started. We're nearly at the end of another year. Welsh Bikepacking Misadventures, you've got 3 serious questions here. What gets you excited about life?
Silly things.
Ale?
No, seriously silly things for me. I've got a job that I don't particularly like, but it's the silly things that I look forward to. Is wild camping. It's just going out and doing this. It's just gold for me. And going home and having a crap week and appreciating like what you have got, it just gets me excited. Sometimes going home, what's that? Just going home and hanging out with my wife and my dog is sometimes I get really excited about that. It's sad, isn't it? What gets you excited?
I'm yet to find it.
Say that. Silly, yeah. So my answer is silly things, silly little things. Yeah. What gets me excited? It's the possibility of getting killed by farmers.
Getting rambled. Been at the wrong end of a 12 bore. Right.
Jamie's yet to find. What did you do in your part? Can I ask you a question? What did you do?
One minute. Is it on the list?
Yeah, go on.
Go on then.
Let me read it out again. What do you like doing in your past? What do you like doing apart from wild camping in your spare time, Jamie?
What?
Like I really wrote that.
Eating. Spending time with my family.
Gun his head. Well, you like riding your bike, don't you?
Yeah, I like riding my bike, yeah.
We are bike riders.
We are bike riders. And this is our second job. We need to stoke this up, look. What's going on here?
I don't know. I think it's the fire frame is not very good.
See me just spit then.
I think the fire frame.
I think my mouth's numbed from that 9.5%.
Do you reckon it's because there's not enough air getting into it because of that?
Might be.
Nice to end on something a bit funnier.
Right then, we're going to round this up soon. Ivor Vegan says, "What about your kit? You look like you've got some lovely kit, Jason."
Well,
all your kit's quite posh, isn't it?
I've been accused of buying everything posh.
Yes, you just went ting ting then.
Yeah. I asked my wife. She's saying good night because it's like gone bedtime.
Talking of posh, do you know what posh means?
No.
Do you want me to tell you?
Yeah.
Are you interested or not? I'll do the quick version. When people used to get the boat to America...
Is this for real?
Do you want to know what posh means or not?
Yeah, I just don't know.
When people used to get a boat from England to America, if you'd got a lot of money, you sat on the port side, which is the left.
Right.
Left.
Boom.
Because that's the side that the sun was on. So that's the port side.
Right. Okay, we're left, yeah.
So you're in the sun, that's more expensive. You're on the starboard side, you're in the dark. So you go to America, when you come home, obviously the boat's the other way round, you're on the starboard side because you're in the sun. That's the most expensive cabins on the boat. You come back on the starboard side. So posh means port out, starboard, home. Yeah, so port, out, starboard, home. That's where posh comes from. Did you know that?
Oh my God, that is a... Please tell me that's real.
Yeah. That's where it came from. That the wealthy went out in the sun
and
they come back in the sun. That's where it comes from.
And that's an acronym for
port out, starboard, home. Yeah.
Wow. How do you know that? Because he's posh.
I can't be that posh. I'm sitting on the starboard side. Although the sun's coming in here.
Yeah, it's pretty bright.
So what would that be? Starboard, out, port, home. What's that spell? Starboard, S-O...
We're going to make our own
A... Help me here. Starboard, out, posh, no, port, home, Anyway, back to kit.
What about follow under the cover of kitchen?
If you've got this far.
Yes, I have got some posh kit. I have an MSR sausage tent. I have a slug pack.
But like we always say, we're doing this a lot.
Yeah.
So what is going on with that fire?
I don't know. It's like I think
it's
because
you've got that thing in there. Yeah. So anyway, back to the kit. We keep wandering off, but we do this a lot, and you don't want to have a shit night's sleep. So if you've got good kit, I bought a Rab sleeping bag because it's expensive, but then I'm nice and warm. Finito.
Yeah.
Is that about it for the Q&A?
Yes.
Is there anything you want to ask me?
It looked like I wasn't paying attention. I'm just looking for my firelights.
Are you listening? Well done. Right.
We're running out of firelights.
Is that it?
It is.
Thanks for watching.
Yeah.
This is a bit of a different one, but hopefully that's given you a little insight into what we're about. We might do this again. Hopefully we might get a few more questions next time.
Yeah. Not so deep, people.
Yeah, we don't go too deep on this channel, do we?
Look at that puff.
Yeah.
I'm not very good at blowies. Ooh. Jamie is better at blowing.
Right, on that note...
Killed the light, I'm going to have a wee.
God, it's blight. God, it's so hot, dude.